The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
What's that? 180? Mark 54. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And that will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Too little, Captain. Watch twist. Watch twist. Shoot. Pick the edge.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Mike 5-9.
Here's Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. From the 50, it's Darnold. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check. Red 80. Red 80. Watch out. Red 80. Pilot, 64. Weak. Flare. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Darnold from the red zone now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Darnold from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Ficken's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Ready, the 80. Right there, 54 miles. So don't say no. 20. 54.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets it down to the 32.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Gun. 8. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing again on second down. Newton on the catch. It's Jarius Wright. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's it. 180. 54. I'm coming.
On first and 10, Newton. A beautiful fake. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and that's complete to McCaffrey. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. After the sack on first down, Darnold looking long for... a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Check. Lucky.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing here on third down, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Jets take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Go sack. Watch the out.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And now it's second down.
Here we go, son. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Switch. Mike's 59.
Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
I'm here all day. Motion. Mike spot 9.
Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good. Way wide to the left. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Okay, double up. Red 80. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I got it.
Now it's Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, Foxtrot.
Darnold down to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, here we go. Sponge. Red 80. No. 6 guys.
Darnold going deep for Montgomery. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Red 80. 54. Mike 54. You. Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
On 4th down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
The 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Darnold to throw again. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he's going to will take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 64 yards. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too, and just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Under 10. Lady. Check. Switch.
Again, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything. But in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to bury it up. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Check out read. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
At the 47-yard line.
Check, 59. Stay with your man. Say. Red 80. 80.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
He's coming. We got double up.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, 40 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point splits the uprights, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
This all the time.
They bounce it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Mike, ready? Mike 5-4. Exit.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option. But as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Watch the eye. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Gun. Mike 54. Mike 54.
They snap it to Newton. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field